Hi guys, let's just carry on with our Fall from Heaven 2 game. A lot of saves, I should probably clear some of these out at some point. Is that R1? 441. I think so. I had made that other save before where the Baron hadn't died, but I think we'll carry on with him dead. You know, it's the way it is. If anybody's like super interested in the unit and using him, then you can try it in your own games. So, oh yeah, I wanted to, let me just check. Yeah, the ambience we want high. I don't think there's any speech, so whatever. The music we wanted a bit lower, which I think is what we've got. Sound effects, maybe a bit higher. I think we've got it reasonably balanced at the moment. We will see. So where were we? Making money. So I rolled out Gambling House. You know, basically we've gone casino crazy, which is terrible. But Bazaar of Mammon, I decided to build that one there because we've got like our capital city, which is good for military. We've got a secondary military city, but this is also our science and development city. And so this is going to be our city of wealth for having a good time. You know, they were the first, I think, to build a theatre. They've got a dye trade. And then obviously we've got Conrond Moor as our holy city. And then the rest are just, you know, what they are. So he's building Theatre of Dreams. We're not at war with anyone. Oh yes, Grimgir. Yeah, this guy. I think he's at war with somebody. Or something happened. Two heroes of his died. Two of his main heroes for his race, Dwarven heroes they were. Bamber and then Artenden or something, who was a crossbowman. Let's see. Never mind. Make a trade deal. Okay, so he is researching that himself. Okay, that's interesting. He's got divination, sorcery. I think maybe I'll do should we do the classic? Yeah, 100 gold. Okay, so we neither of us know the other people around it, or how do we say that? Basically, he doesn't know who I know, and I don't know who he knows, so I can't ask him what he thinks of anybody. But that does give me an option. So we exchange maps, so I don't know how that works, maybe magically or something. So I'm just going to be nosy, because I'm wondering what the hell is happening over here. Is that him? So he could be in a war with the aliens because their borders are like right on one another. Doesn't seem to be a lot of evidence for war. So that's his capital. So he's backed right up down. So he's surrounded by bad people basically. He's got the dragon. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe he tried to go and take out the dragon. I've mentioned it kind of in passing a couple of times in comments, maybe in the preamble speech thing in the first episode. but this is like, you know, the latest default Fall from Heaven 2, with a few little kind of additions that I've made over the years to it. I had been planning to, where you've got these kind of like world, I can't remember what they call them now, but they're sort of like world wonders on the map. Mirror of Heaven's one. Let's see if I can find any other examples here. They're kind of unique little flavour things that... Oh, here we go, Guardian of the Pristine Pass. They're little flavour things that get put on the map, and I play with all of them just because I like them. This one, for example, the Guardian of Pristine Pass, if you walk into any of the adjacent tiles, so he's triggered this at some point because he's got a farm there and he's built things here. But when you first go into any adjacent tile, it will spawn some stone golems, I think. And through the world of Fall from Heaven 2, if you play with those features enabled, you get these kind of unique features. That's what they call them, unique features on the map. And not all of them actually have an effect other than a place and a name. There's the good one, that's a cool one. That's the Fruit of Ugdrizel. So that's like the Nordic world tree with some special fruit that gives you a bonus if you've got it in your city. Like this one, for example, Odo's Prison. It's just like this black statue face. Pool of Tears, another one. Doesn't do anything, it's just there. So there's a few of them that, you know, you see them but they don't actually do anything. And so the plan was to somehow at some point go around and give them something, make sure they all have something. I don't think I quite got around to doing that, but what I did decide was all the dragons in the game, from, this is, if you like, this is the barbarian dragon that spawns at the beginning of the world, and it tells you, like, you know, rumours come, the red dragon, whoever has taken up occupants in the city of blah blah blah, and it'll be a barbarian city, and it basically has the dragon horde. But I always felt they were a little bit weak, the dragons. Quite quickly you would see AI like building big catapult armies with fairly low level troops and just sort of like mass attacking the dragons and taking them out, and that seemed to me not really fair for what these, you know, just how powerful the dragon comparatively is. So I bumped up all the stats of all the dragons, even the ones that can be called into existence by civilizations. You know, so there's a couple of the races you can choose to play as, who at some point have a dragon as a sort of a technology world unit advancement thing. So like, whereas my main unit is the champion Magdalene, who's like a very powerful knight unit. One of the reasons we're researching war horses right now. Other races have an ability to build dragons of different kinds, so they're very, very powerful units now. I mean, not like overkill, you can still defeat them, but I think, for example, that barbarian dragon that the dwarves have over near them that we just looked at, I think that's 19 in the default game strength, and I've made it 25, and they all kind of scale on that equivalence. So they're quite a big deal. You know, it's more medium late game that you're going to be able to take them out or deal with them. So where are we? I think I just waited to enter. I just got distracted, sorry. Okay, enter. Oh yes, our army's going north, of course. The remaining army from our 2 army stack. I like operating 2 army stacks. You know, one in a support role. You know, maybe backup units as needed. So we're not in. Oh wow, Cumberland is now our wealthiest city. Okay, well I wasn't expecting that. I mean, it is a port. That is quite interesting. And I was having some notion about building shipyards in my few coastal cities. Yeah, I mean, maybe with some focusing on production, that could become kind of useful. But this is the holy city, so I think we'll keep it more aligned to that feature, if you like. So I'll probably keep this tax-free. I'll keep the gambling house out of it. What could we put that's suitably... I think we lost the Priest of Leaves, didn't we? We lost our fawns. Well, I'll do a Priest of Leaves here, that makes sense. Because Fall, yeah, it's kind of a newish city, so we're just going to put in like the early base stuff, and then here comes the army. Oh, no, let's move our ranger here first. Oh, we went around the long way. So he can rest. Actually, I might... Yeah, maybe I'll do that. He can go and start camp in our city, or he can start the encampment for where we're gonna come out of our forests. And then I wanted to go north just to check. Okay, so they didn't do anything there. Yeah, here they come. 1, 2. Yeah, okay, good. And they'll be ready for move next turn. Yeah, we're not going to bother with any development here yet. We're going to wait till we've kind of cleared things out a bit. So he's got Carnival going. They're building stuff down there. Theatre of Dreams. Okay, end turn. So thinking, yeah, this is a bit of a no man's land. Maybe they're there. And that would get those sheep. But it doesn't have a defensive bonus because it's a desert tile. Oh! No dear. So he's still around. Don't think I'm going to give him any more. Okay, so we'll fortify him. Flying around. I could have done an exchange maps with Decius, maybe. That might have been a good idea. Okay, so we did put in our thing in that one. So then let's go... So they're constructing stuff here. We'll take him north, I think. Yeah. So we've done a road. That's a floodplain desert. Well, that's probably worth doing, isn't it? And then they're moving this way. Poor barbarian city. Yeah, so I'm going to build a settler. I'm quite keen on getting a city up here. I think that would be a good idea. Do I have a settler anywhere? I don't think so. I think we used the last one, didn't we? Okay, so someone needs to build one at some point, so let's go. Go to the next thing. Okay, that's good. That's dealt with their what do they call that? Anyway, they're dirtiness or whatever. They're not filthy anymore. They're clean. Cleanliness. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Just to boost the science. Guess I'll keep flying that way, so we still have that one. I mean, there's another source of iron up there, which could be quite useful. Do I see anything useful if I fly that way? Not particularly. Oh, here we go. So they have spawn, so that gives useful XP. I mean, these you can clear out, like if you go on them with the unit, you've got explore layer, which will destroy the tile, and it's kind of what the Caliban unit was doing to a couple of ours early on when it was walking around our lands, like the one here. I think it had done that on. And they're a bit like the goody huts, like stuff comes out of it, but often it's like bad, like some phantoms or some kind of beast or something, but you do get treasures there sometimes. I like to keep them around just because they look nice on the landscape, and also just for XP, like in that situation. Back on sentry. Yeah, they must know something's coming. So they're all in position. I think the plan here is kind of going to be just to take those barbarian cities out and just leave that one up there. I'm gonna have to rush out a couple of settlers, I'm pretty sure, because we're going to need to kind of fill up the void. My money situation's looking a bit weak again. Come on, Bazaar of Mammon. Oh wow, look at the Armageddon counter. It was 20 briefly. It's gone down to 19 again. So like, after we defeated Hyborim, the Armageddon counter had, I think we got it to 10. It had been 19 or something. So it was making a difference, like defeating Hyborim, but evil is on the rise. So we said we wanted a settler. I mean, a forge might not be bad. I'm wondering if we can... Money is still kind of an issue, so I might go for a tax office in the capital. Okay, it's all quiet on that west front. So then I guess now we're just gonna do... Oh, it's got no defences. No. It is, yeah. Against archers, they do seem to have a little vulnerability. It's not like in the stats of the unit with the catapult, but quite often you'll see like defensive archer units in a town. You know, even if they ultimately are losing against them, they'll take damage. Okay, well that's probably it. So let's get some giants on the go. 99%. Go on, Curly. Nice. Go on, Mo. Just one swipe. And then Larry. Yeah, so it's with the bonuses he's got at the moment. He's strength 10.8. So was that the last? Oh, no, there's one more. Well, Karadok's our principal hero. We have to give him... Oh, and actually I think he's on his max experience now as well. Maybe... Do I have a horse archer? I do. He's not quite healed up yet. So this horse archer can come out and just keep an eye on those settlers. Not settlers, the workers. I mean, compared to the Hyborum situation, this should be... Although they've got quite a few units in that city there, this should be quite straightforward. Now the perplexing thing I was facing was there's some really nice units, there's some really nice resources around here, but there's absolutely nowhere to put something to really take advantage. I mean, that was an option, wasn't it? Because that gets the copper, the rice, the wheat, and to the south the sheep. I think that was one of the best ones, and it's defensive too because it's up on the hill. I mean, that could mean... So if we put that there, that means these tiles here are all taken. Yeah, so it's going to be a shape like this, 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 like that. So maybe one there, and then I suddenly had an idea of maybe one here. It would be a bit exposed, but it would have access to the mana. You know, if we ever got in a dispute with Mahala, that would be a vulnerable city, but I could put good defensive units in it and build it defensively. It'll be like our northern coastal city, which would be quite useful. And it has access to some decent resources here, plus the sea, plus the mana node. It's very flat around there, a lot of forest. Well, we wouldn't get much of it, but we could put lumber mills in some of them. So it will basically, yeah, all these would be in the zone, something like that. I mean, we have to think about this kind of now, because it's going to be fairly soon. So there's potentially 3 immediate sites. Yeah, there wouldn't be a place for that one if we were there. So they'd be they'd be like quite far flung. But maybe actually these are more important to get these cities in first, because that creates our border buffer zone with Mahala. Like saying literally like, okay, you can't come here because we're here. She's building some... Yeah, she had workers down here, so where's she wanting to go? And then again, that one, that's... I need that one maybe. So that's 1, 2, 4 we're talking about. So it's really the western border we should focus on. So I should actually bring... I'm going to bring Well, actually, the workers can stay there and they can draw some connecting roads this way. Kind of work their way down. So we need four settlers, 4 batches of defensive units for that. You know, so some lumbermen, a couple of horse archers. And all the while, we need to keep an eye on the money situation. Something for health. Do you have a granary? No. So put the granary in. Are you healed yet? Okay, the ranger's good. So the ranger can actually come and join the army. They can... I think they're probably the barbarian city, because they had a whole bunch of Axemen. I think they're probably harassing Mahala at the moment. So okay, I did get a promotion from that. So what seems good? That's quite nice. Gold. Yeah. That's potentially good, because like that would fit in with our kind of background of the sort of like mercenaries for hire kind of thing. Then I was liking these first strikes. Withdrawal chance is good. That actually is really good. I think I'm going to do that. It just is a, you know, it can save them. So actually, probably he can come back in here. These guys can. They might move with the army, because there's no rush for this particularly. So maybe they'll just accompany the army, and the army will be their security. Yeah, look. Yeah, they come. They're all after the weaker. Now these guys need. They need somebody. Two for Bizarre Mammon. Okay, come on then. Let's get that Bizarre done. Healthy Council. Very nice. Yeah, we're kind of going with happiness, culture. So I sort of want. We're still there. I'm worrying it. I can't believe it. Because they're up. Okay, he's not injured. That's just so strange. they're definitely busy doing stuff. Okay, come on, Bizarre Man. Let's see what the goal. So we've got 18 plus 18 per turn. Let's see how much difference this makes. Wow, plus 65. Oh, okay, yeah, and suddenly it's got the most. It's the wealthiest city. So that was a good place to build it, I think. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think we'll get settled in there. So Marcus Fall is happy. Oh, it's very quick at building units, that's pretty good. Does have a decent amount of production around it. Maybe I'll do that just as it's a bit, you know, this army's off doing something else now, so let's build the road. Let's turn. Fly. Yeah. And then the rest of the army is just healing up that catapult, I think, that got wounded. Oops, I missed them. Missed the mountain. Okay, so he's okay. It's just very weird. Let's have a look. Okay, so he's got a few units out, so they're strength 3, 5. Yeah, maybe that's what's troubling him. Okay, so this is going to be a short 30-minute video, so we'll leave it there, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.